So many of them. I've never seen anything like this, even when they're tracking down suspects. We don't need to go in. We don't want to draw any unwanted attention inside. We can just talk here. Let's find a quiet spot and continue our conversation. The view here is great, right? We can see everything from here, including Clocky.
If all the characters in the animation are based on characters in reality, then Clocky's counterpart is definitely the Watchmaker. In the animation, he's Hanu's partner and one of the founders of Dreamville. Does that mean the Watchmaker was personally involved in that war and sided with Asdana?
It was a monumental war for freedom. Hanunu fought alongside a motley crew of masked fools, nameless, history fictionologists, mourning actors. Among them was the person who would eventually be known as the Watchmaker.
But if you do the math, doesn't that mean the Watchmaker was around for several centuries?
I'm not sure, but Mikhail was already the Watchmaker when I met him, so maybe he inherited the title.
How old are you now, Mr. Officer?
I'm 13.
No way. Not even close.
Hanunu freed the frontier prison, but peace still eluded him. With limited resources, threats from the outside world, and internal conflicts between major prison districts, the future of Asdana was uncertain. It wasn't until the Watchmaker approached the family with the idea of turning the prison into the planet of festivities.
Thus, he became known as the Father of Penacony.
But didn't you say the Watchmaker betrayed the family? And you said you were...
No, I'm not his companion, but rather one of his... But I am indeed a traitor. Not to the family, but to Mikhail.
What did you do?
I did nothing. And that's the worst betrayal of all. Just like you, I had close companions. We dedicated ourselves to Penacony. Mikhail was too old to protect his children anymore. So we left the family to find our own path. We were branded traitors of the Harmony, while they continue to praise the Watchmaker's name in the world. Behind closed doors, they condemn him on a pillar of shame. Nevertheless, we wanted to clear his name. We intended to find the real traitor, the one responsible for all this, and restore harmony to Penacony. But we failed. Too much time had passed, and the land of the dreams had become deeply corrupted. After countless fruitless pursuits, I gave up. The family accepted me and made me an officer, supposedly as a form of forgiveness. But it was actually a punishment. Since then, I've been completely cut off from my partners and my past. I heard he died in obscurity, in a place where no one could find him. That's what...
We're truly sorry for what happened.
Apparently, someone has inherited the title of the Watchmaker and has been secretly working against the family all this time. Unfortunately, after all these years, I have no idea who that person is, or if they're even real. So, do you understand why I'm spilling all this info? Because I believe the girl's death must be connected to the Watchmaker. We will find the answers we are seeking. If it really is Mikhail's ghost, I want to meet him. If only for the last time. For those who despise me could form a line from here all the way to the entrance of the hotel. I've told you all I know is a sign of gratitude. Something just happened at the theme park. How ironic. What's so different between the stowaways projected by Penacony today and the dream seekers once hailed as pioneers several amber eras?
Gallagher does have a troubled past, it seems.
While Firefly's whereabouts remain a mystery, his stories shed light on our suspicions about the true identity of the Watchmaker, his connection to the family, and the power struggles hidden behind sweet dreams and death. Now that we've confirmed a lot of our suspicions, let's take a moment to think about the clues we have. Send a message to Welt and see how things are going on his end.
Are your companions worried about you?
They're just checking up on me. Let's get in and get out. Seems they've made some progress. Looks like we're about to enter the depths of Dewlight Pavilion.
It's been a smooth ride. Almost too smooth for a heaven.
Let's see if there's anyone. Something feels off. A grand mansion like this door is open. Looks like...
Just one moment. Light. I've made myself less noticeable. The crew can explain their presence as authorized by the family, but I can't come up with any excuses for being here.
I see.
Stream force! The model in the sand pit. It's the golden one, isn't it?
Maybe the heads of the family used the model for the footprints here are different from the rest. There are two sets of feet. Looks like outsiders might have passed through here not long ago.
Stream forth! While there aren't any people in this mansion, they've set up quite a few mimetic... Haste! Just for this.
Enemy targets detected. Huh. More enemies.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
And awaken!
Still waters are living.
We have the upper... A quick
Just for this.
Ready for another? Enemy data sync net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack!
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Look, it dropped something.
A note. Looks like instructions from the butler for the other servants.
Seems like the mansion's entire workforce were assigned other tasks before Robin's death. It must have been a big project to require that much manpower. The Charmony Festival, perhaps.
But no matter what their main priorities are, there should always be someone left at the mansion, right?
So you're saying someone deliberately cleared the place out?
Yeah, but I don't know why.
No one here either.
Since no one's around to entertain us, Let's make ourselves at home. Stay close to me so that my white can cover you too.
As soon as I and the rest of the crew arrived in Penacony, Mr. Sunday and
Robin believed it was because the harmony had been tampered with somehow. But as far as I know, there aren't many entities.
Meaning?
If there really is a traitor within the family,
That would explain why Mr. Sunday has been having such difficulty.
The information about Robin, Firefly, and the other victims.
Looks like the rumors were right. Death does seem to be targeting random victims.
He's just surprised that it has resurfaced. This light cone is securely guarded. It must hold some important memories.
According to Robin's interview, despite having performed on so many grand stages, her favorite...
I wonder how their relationship...
Growing up brings gains, but...
Yeah, time has a way of smoothing things out. Mr. Sunday has done some serious research on his suspect.
They all seem to be insiders.
Huh?
What is it?
No, nothing. Maybe I'm just overthinking.
Perhaps that's why Sunday is... It seems neither the Dream Master of Penacony nor this old Odie is...
They don't seem to care much about death. Instead...
Maybe the other family heads don't think death is a big deal. One thing's for sure, there's a...
That's all for now. Nothing more noteworthy.
Before coming here, I had all sorts of scenarios.
Watch out! Someone's approaching.
I don't think trespassing on forbidden areas is the way to be a guest, Mr. Yang. Acheron? The Galaxy Ranger?
Our apologies, Mr. Sunday. Nobody came to greet us, so we entered without permission. I hope you can forgive us.
But even if there's no one to greet you, you should wait for the host. Don't you agree? Even without the famous Galaxy Ranger. As far as I know, the crew has officially accepted the family's commission, so coming here will be unnecessary for you.
On the contrary, that's exactly why we're here, to ask you about the case and gather more information. We don't want any loose ends.
Well, since you've come with goodwill, I have no reason to show you the door.
Rest assured, he hasn't figured out that we went through those documents.
While the truth remains a mystery, I'm getting close to it. I assure you that the traitor will soon pay the price.
Let's hope justice will prevail soon. I have a question for you, if you don't mind. How did the family come to the conclusion that the murderer was within the family? With all due respect, it's in the IPC's interest to wreak havoc before the Charmony Festival, and the family has every reason to suspect the IPC's involvement.
Well, other family heads share the same suspicions as you, but in my opinion, the true murderer would never have drawn as much attention as that ambassador did. Not to mention, I personally shackled him a while ago. However, I'll give you a suggestion regarding your suspicions, Mr. Yang. You should be more cautious of Aventurine. While the wicked can't break through high walls, they can plunge their evil dagger into the heart of the righteous. He's a businessman, not some philanthropist. But right now, he's out there handing out his wealth on the streets. And he went to the Clock Studios theme park all by himself. Who knows what kind of scheme he's cooking up? While the family is dedicated to keeping our guests safe, it might be wise for you to stay alert. You never know what unexpected troubles could arise.
According to a Pierpoint hotline tip, there was a major breakthrough in the shocking Ejhazio Aventurine case. The suspect has been arrested. This fraud case has been linked to many departments within the Interastral Peace Corporation and the Intelligentsia Guild, causing a large drain in manpower and...
The case's main suspect originates from Sigonia 4 and is one of the survivors of the second Kataka Abjin extinction event. As per Strategic Investment Department Head Diamond's sentiments, the IPC has appropriately relocated the suspect in the spirit of the Charter and will continue to conduct further investigation.
What pretty eyes. Tell me, do they shine in the dark?
Well, if they did, I'd sell them in a heartbeat.
You don't know how many people long for your eyes to be closed forever. As a servant, you should not resist your master. Yet, you went and killed that man anyway. No lawyer has the audacity to defend you. Perhaps you ought to represent yourself.
Not difficult, but definitely pointless.
You're pretty confident on your eloquence. Did you also think that when you lied to the Intelligentsia Guild?
Ask and you shall receive. You wanted the perfect construction material. All I did was offer a possibility. It was just a small wager. If your luck holds out, the IPC will dig something up from the golden sands of Ejihazo. Maybe even the Sand King's remains. Pity your luck has run out.
I'll admit that. What I'm more curious about, though, is why such a grand scheme failed to benefit anyone in the end, including the perpetrator himself.
Oh, madam, I already have what I want. To be brought before you for the next high-stakes gamble.
Then let's talk about the second gamble. Tell me, what are you prepared to wager this time?
My life. I bet you won't send me to the gallows.
What do you want, then?
I want your Lenore to meet with me. I have something to say.
And then what?
I want cash.
It can't be that simple, can it?
It is that simple. 30 tanbas. The remainder of my market value. 30 tanbas. No more, no less. With this money, I'll climb to even greater heights than you. Grasp even more riches than you. I wager you won't give me this chance.
Interesting. A pity Diamond won't see you. No one gets to see him. From here on out, I am Diamond's representative, and I will decide on his behalf. You're wrong. 30 tanbas. He'll give you that. And much more than that. Kakavasha. A good name, but unfortunately destined to be buried in the dirt. You, though, you deserve. Go. Pick the clothes you like. Then choose your may your plans never suffer failure.
Life is like a long-term investment. Those who choose correctly, do the correct things. People can't always make the right choices in their life. Is it because Gayathra blesses me? But what then? Even if I overcome this difficult trial, what would come next? What awaits me after? Will I return triumphant with unending riches after countless never to return? I'm pretty sure you already have some ideas, lowly gambler. What?
What?
Am I dreaming, or have I gone completely insane? Perhaps both. forgotten me already? When you were strapped to that electric chair. Fine. I may be crazy, but I'm not stupid. Get out of my head, newborn of the Harmony. The Harmony? Oh, don't play the fool. It's not that I'm you, and perhaps even more aware of yourself than you. Of what exactly you want. You're dying. And you still want to drag a bunch of a grand unveiling. You really think you can pull it off? Why not? Well, you may have fooled everyone, but you can't fool yourself. I can show you. Before you're entirely gone, I'll be with you for the last stretch of your road. Let's have a heart-to-heart while we walk. What exactly are you? Most people in this world spend their entire lives just to reach one outcome. And I am that outcome. Kakavasha, I am your future. First, I'm hearing things, and now I'm seeing them. Great. Am I going to be... elevated into the Harmony's emanator next? Just a Pepeshi? No. A child? Feeling lucky. I thought minors weren't allowed in Golden Hour. Hey, kid.
What's wrong, mister?
Impossible.
They're pretty, aren't they? Sis said they're a gift from Mama Funga. Colorful eyes are said... Mister, you have pretty eyes.
Are you alone? Where are your parents?
They're in that amusement park. Papa and Mom, I have to go. Goodbye, mister. Hope you have a good time, too.
Those eyes. And Mama Funga. No, it can't. There aren't any Avgens left.
You're Sydney? Grace and elegance. Eternal.
Hedge your bets.
Every petal and all will be swept away by the wind.
The dice have been bust. Or maybe I'll take it all.
All will be revealed in lunar flame.
Those eyes. And Mama... Only on Penacony, am I right? What are you still doing here?
Well, you've known all along. The
truly showed leniency to everyone who came seeking help, why would there be a need for such high walls and deep moats? However, people don't see it like that. Especially since the flavor of the drink syrup is so alluring. Which is why, once you step into the hotel, you remove your high hat and beg everyone you come across for help. Like a hyena scavenging for scraps in the desert.
Well, when you put it like that, even Ratio's a teeny peacock analogy sounds pleasant.
Well, you know how rare it is for me to give you the straight dope. So listen while you can. It's good timing that you mentioned the doctor. I'm especially fond of what you and he have in common. The Oh, when everyone thinks this way, who would even suspect that it was another... Go on. Tell me I'm right. You know who you really are, mister. They only see your big bets, your bravado, the full house. It's a heck of an act. No wonder the tavern sent you an invite.
Well, the best way to prevent others from seeing your true colors is first being able to fool yourself.
Of course. I know you all too well. But it's strange. For the preservation. I doubt it.
Oh, I thought you knew. We're done. Either stop talking or disappear from my sight.
That's fine.
Well, it's not going to be me, anyway.
Playing hide and seek. I'm really good at this. It's my turn to watch this.
When Mama said goodbye that day, how many catechins were like jackals hung on your heels? I know you won't forget that sound anytime soon. Those shrill cackles. You had to hide right under the noses of those savages. You and Big Sis. Playing.
It wasn't ruined.
Come on. It's... Now you don't have to hide. You probably won't even deign to get your pretty outfit wet in the rain. You're so...
I've never changed.
On the contrary, now you're the one who does the hunting.
That child. Could he be in here?
Watch this.
Is this... a topaz? What is this doing here?
What? Does your cornerstone wrench out your heart, son?
I was merely curious.
Maybe that winged guy put it here. The cornerstone's hue is the same as the radiance of Clipot's body. I've got to give it to you. I've heard a lot below you, but that lie deserves a prize for sheer nerve. If you were just a little bit smarter, the jig would have been up right there.
This is just bait.
Of course. That's why Ratio's betrayal was one of the keys to your plan. I have to say, that doctor's acting was superb.
Or maybe he wasn't...
All the better for you. Sunday didn't become head of the Oak family by acting sloppy. He's obsessed with control. You have to give him enough details, which is why you had Ratio seek him out and leak the plan on purpose. to prevent the other party from suspecting anything. The intel you gave to Ratio was all true. He spoke the same. Finally, Sunday took the bait, found me in the cornerstone, and before you know it, everyone's distracted enough for you to steal the third stone right out from under them.
Why don't you stop rummaging through my mind?
Your mind. It's our mind. You're me, and I'm you. The best way to prevent others from seeing your true colors is to first be able to fool yourself. Really? You can't even fool yourself. You just got lucky this time. This is the other cornerstone in Sunday's hands. Rather beautiful green. Just like you. Smooth. Cunning. Tell me, what's its name?
Why are you even asking me?
Must I do all the work? Aventurine is the stone of luck and trickery. That's what you said when you received the stone, wasn't it? This type of stone isn't rare, but its hue is very similar to a certain gem. In fact, it's often used as a substitute. And that more precious gem is...
Jade. Even Sunday can't tell the difference. Oh, looks like Jade can be substituted for Aventurine, too. Sauce for the goose.
Aventurine, topaz, jade. 3 elites, 3 cornerstones who, for a measly penny, offered their everything. Oh, you're even more united than the family.
As I've said before, 3 chips are sufficient. All or nothing. But will it be the former or the latter? We'll find out soon enough.
So, where's the real Aventurine stone? Take it out. Let's have a look.
Suddenly you don't know where it is?
I just want to hear you say it. After all, it really does resemble its owner.
As you wish, then. They never went anywhere. They're right where they belong. Piled up with these cheap baubles.
You smashed the Aventurine stone before you left. Oh, just look at it. Shattered. Just like your life. Poor thing. A humble pebble coated in the most lustrous sheen. I take it back. This thing's far more precious than your life. You're absolutely clear about the consequences of doing this. Blasphemy against Clipot's body. You think the IPC will let you get off scot-free?
Well, Diamond has always been all about results. As long as I can create value far beyond the cost, the ends justify the means. How else would the family be fooled if there was no price to pay? It doesn't matter. Even smashed to smithereens, the preservation's cornerstone can still be used. Its effect may be greatly diminished, but it's enough for me.
Now I'm really curious. Why does every step you take involve reckless risks, and the choices you prepare for yourself always come with a strong impulse for self-destruction? Do you truly believe that the greater the risk, the greater the rewards? I wouldn't have guessed you'd be so loyal to the IPC.
There's so much you don't see. Which is also why you'll never see how I'll win it all.
That is, if you can do what it takes.
We'll just have to wait and see then. The cornerstone is gone. Another illusion of the harmony.
Watch this.
Huh?
Hello. We meet again, Mr. Pretty Eyes.
Yes. We meet again. Did you find your mother and father?
Of course. Big Sis is there too. The 4 of us were just playing hide and seek. I'm so happy. On our way here, Papa even brought me to see a blimp.
I think you mean film.
Yes, that's it. Putting many drawings together turning them into a moving wall painting. They put me, Papa, Mama, and Big Sis together, turning us into one big family. You should give it a try too, mister. You look sad. The amusement park will cheer you up.
Sure. How's that? Not a bad score, eh? Boring.
Watch this.
Why aren't you talking?
You've piqued my interest. I'll admit that there are still aspects of you that I don't completely understand.
Well, you sound sincere, this time at least.
Well, sincerity is one of my traits that everybody likes. And I have a precious few of those. Moving on. See that maze over there? I'll know everything about you before you reach. Our quaint journey through this amusement park still isn't over. Oh, what's on your mind?
It's got nothing to do with you.
Do you need a hand? These are manacles on you. That man, you wrapped that iron chain around your fist, for that is the only tool you could find. Then, in that maze...
Shut up!
Oh, you don't wish to face your past? Unwilling to... From what I see, you...
How could a weak person take such daring risks?
That's right. You love the thrill of danger, but you refuse to let go of meaningless sentiments. In your hands, those who follow you could have become Joker cards. They're far more useful that way. It's not like this is the only place the family ever cut corners. Could have had tons of action if you weren't so all or nothing. All it takes is a pity you're not him. Well, you wouldn't be in this state if you could just get with the...
Those techniques you mentioned are highly efficient, but it's not that I don't know about them. It's more like I couldn't care less. Get it? What fun is it if the fight isn't fair?
Fair? You assume your opponents would fight fair in the first place. The odds are obviously not in your favor, so how are you just breezing by? Did that masked fool
Well, she gave me an answer that could...
everything? You mean it could make all the cards on the table just...
That's cheating.
If these leaves can be brought back, would they bloom into new flowers?
Enough! Do you not have anything better to talk about?
Your expression right now is hard to put into... Shut me down like a champ! Well, I guess when it comes to mind games, this isn't exactly... I think I finally get you. In the end, I'll ruin this beautiful dream and create the grandest death. Think about it. There's a Stellaron in play, the fabulous Robin loses her voice, 2 unsolved murders, cryptic messages from a masked fool, and a chance to go head-to-head with Sunday himself. Death. Alright then. If you could start over, what do you say?
It's so quiet this time. Is he really gone? Or am I the one about to disappear? Finally, made it out of this.
Going home? But I don't want to go back yet. Watch this.
Brother Hunter, where are you going?
he can be going, whether it's in the past, present, or future.
Mister, is that you? I hear the sound of leather shoes. Ah! I don't know why, mister, but you always give me a special feeling. It's sad that I can't get to know you more. We have to say goodbye. Yes, I should go home. The day's getting dark, and it's going to rain.
You're home.
What a strange question. It's where Papa, Mama, and Big Sis are. In this dream. This amusement park. But, mister.
Because they're not here.
Where are they then?
I don't know.
You do know. Admit it. You're tired. We all are. Which is why we chose to stay here. Me. And him. Your past.
How long will you stay?
Forever. We'll be with you for... This is the greatest honor that we can offer to those who hurtle towards death. The road less traveled is less traveled for a reason. But you've never gone in any other direction. Your own life is the chip you're most eager to lay down. Always has been. You don't care who the real murderer is. And the Watchmaker's so-called legacy couldn't be more boring. What you want. What you... You'll be the closing act. The final sacrifice.
I can do it. And it will be.
Of course you can. Your luck will help you at the right time. Stellaron and an emanator. That way, the IBC will earn a place at the table. And as for you, you'll just happen to slip the leash, sweep the rat race, extract yourself from this endless debacle. This isn't the first time. You've been an escape artist from day one. This fiasco started. Oh. So that's why Diamond chose you.
He's just after Penacony. No matter the means, no matter the price.
It's hard, isn't it?
Well, don't get soft on me now. What, did you suddenly grow a conscience?
I was born from yourself. I'm well aware that climbing out of the hole you've dug is basically impossible. I can't stop you from doing what you want. I can't change where you want to go.
Well, what's done can't be undone. All we can do is play the cards we're dealt and rake in as much time as possible.
Yes. Alas, people won't make all the right choices in their lifetime. Though luck hopes you will keep winning, having never lost before. But why you? Why? If all your luck is built on the pain of someone you love, on the loss of dozens more. If these windfalls, these jackpots, aren't a gift from Gaiathra, well, then what did we do to deserve?
Maybe Maybe when I get to where I'm going and look back, I'll know what the trip was all about. Fine. Time to make a move, my friend. I'll be waiting. Say goodbye to the kid before you shuffle off. It's best to die without regrets.
And now, only we are left. Can you take a photo for me?
Sure. Come on.
How nice. Now I can...
Look at the lens when you're taking a photo the next time.
Sure, I will. Then, mister, are you going back to...
I can't leave yet. I still have a show to do.
Oh, let's go then.
Sure.
So you're an actor. No wonder your clothes are so